Hey, this is Grant Luna with Fidelity National Title, and for today's Tech Tuesday video, I'll be showing you how you can invite renters to your next open house using the Fidelity Total Farm phone app, especially for door knocking. So if you don't have Fidelity Total Farm or an account set up, there's a link in the description to an easy to follow walkthrough. I recommend doing that on a computer or a laptop. It's a lot easier to set up an account that way. But I'll be showing you how to use the actual phone app. Let's say that it's Thursday or Friday and you have an open house coming up on Sunday and you want to reach out to the people that are likely renting around that open house. You want to have a conversation with them and maybe you want to invite them to the open house that you'll be doing this weekend. So what's nice is Fidelity Total Farm gives you the ability not only to see who the non-owner occupied properties are, essentially giving you insight to who might be renting a property. What's nice is you can do it on the fly using your Fidelity Total Farm phone app, and you can only specify, or you can specify that you only want to see the non-owner occupied property. So I'll show you a quick example of how to do that. So I have the Fidelity Total Farm phone app up on my phone, so that's what you're looking at right now. And let's see that I'm at an open house, or I have an open house coming up this weekend. What I can do is select Create a Farm, and then I can select Walking Farm. And so how this one will work is it'll geolocate you right when you open the app. So wherever you are, it'll drop you in. But let's say that you have the open house in a different city. You can put in the address right here at the top of the screen and you can select go. Now it'll drop you in here. So now what you can actually do is draw an area or basically a route that you'd like to walk. So let's say you have a general idea of where you want to walk in that neighborhood. So what you can do is select Draw Map at the bottom left of the screen. And then here you just drag your finger along the route that you want to walk. So I'm going to go up and down this cul-de-sac theoretically. Then I'm going to come across here. Then I'm going to come down this route and over. So then I can select Next. I can name it Open House Farm. And now it'll load the total number of properties. So there's 76 properties within this farm area. Then I can select Next. And now this farm has been created for me. And so this is where this is actually really helpful if you're doing these open houses and you want to find the people around that open houses that might be renting the current house or condo that they live in. So the green icons are owner occupied, the red are non-owner occupied. So in this case, maybe you want to do a bigger map if you're trying to get more red icons basically, but we'll just use this farm for now. So I can select Go to Farm here. And now I have this farm created. And let's say I just wanted to door knock to the non-owner occupied properties, essentially saying these are likely the renters in this area. So what I can do is at the top left where it says Complete Farm, right here, I can click the drop down and select either out of state or absentee. So I can select absentee if I want both out of state and absentee properties. And so now these three properties here within this farm area are indicated to me that they are the non-owner occupied properties. So now when I'm door knocking, I can just pull up this app. I can take this with me and it's actually going to be laid out in geographic order. So actually in the order that I drew that in. So I can come in here and start door knocking to these non-owner occupied properties. And now I can also use Fidelity Agent One, that phone app that we have for calculators. And let's say I'm out door knocking, I can actually use something like a rent versus buy calculator. I can look at the average rent in that area, have a conversation with people, show them one of these calculators. Maybe they're currently renting their house out for $5,000. After I have a conversation with them, they let me know that. Maybe the open house that I'm doing is $1 million. I can run one of these calculators for them as I'm door knocking and having that conversation. I can show them the benefit of buying versus renting over a period of time. And I can share this with them and easily text this to them. So Fidelity Total Farm and Fidelity Agent One work really well together, but obviously this is good for door knocking situations.